Late last year, Six Flags announced that Kings Island is going to be building a unique family attraction for the 2026 season. Well, it is now June of 2025, and we have no signs of any activity on the ride, so it makes me think, okay, this ride might not be as large as we were thinking, or is it going to be located somewhere in the park that they don't really need a lot of time to really make it happen to get this ride up and running. This is Theme Park Brandon, and I'm really glad you're here, and I love Kings Island. This is the park that I grew up at, and I love everything about it, and I am really intrigued by this project. And if you can't tell by my shirt, I love the Beast. I used to work on the Beast Crew 2004. Now, where is this attraction going to go? That's the first thing I want to cover. Is it the Vortex plot of land? Because if you look at this right here, there's ample amount of land for whatever this is going to be. Whether it's a new roller coaster or a flat ride or a screen-based ride, a dark ride, whatever it's going to be. There's a lot of neat things that Kings Island could do in the Vortex plot of land. Now, for me personally, I don't say I love Vortex, but I love the ambiance that Vortex gave Coney Mall. So I would much rather have a large-scale coaster fill that void than some family ride that's low to the ground, because I love walking through Coney and seeing the massive vortex there. I miss that. And the clinkety-clink of the lift hill, like those are the good old days. Now, will this ride be located in the Vortex plot of land? It very well could be. Again, I hope it's not. Another area that we have to keep our eye on is the Extreme Skyflyer plot of land. If you don't know, Kings Island now removed this attraction from the park. Now, while this is not that large of a piece of real estate, we all know that Action Zone could definitely benefit from a new attraction, a new theme, something, and maybe this is the first step of that. Again, this could be a flat ride. This does not have to be a large-scale coaster. And there are rumors as well, I hate to say it, but most of Action Zone is under the rumor watch of getting removed besides Banshee. You have the Bat, rumored to be removed. You have the Drop Tower, and I really hope they don't touch Drop Tower. It's one of my favorites, but that is rumored to be on the chopping block. Of course, Congo Falls, and then Invertigo. So what is Kings Island up to? That's the biggest question, because I personally do not think this family ride is going to go in Action Zone. I think they're saving whatever they have plans for this area in a couple years to really make a large-scale coaster be located somewhere near the front of the park. Obviously, maybe interact with the front entrance of some kind, some way. But the area that I feel like could be the most logical and makes the most sense at this moment is this giant, ugly building that's located in Rivertown. Now, if you don't know, this ride used to be called Tomb Raider when it was owned by Paramount, but when Cedar Fair purchased the park, they renamed it the Crypt. So this building is just called the Crypt Building. They use it for haunted houses, and that's really it. So I'm very intrigued by this building because when you're walking down Rivertown, it just sticks out like a sore thumb. So I would personally wish they would just tear the building down and then build something back in that corner. That would be legit cool, but I don't think that's the plan. I think this has a pretty good shot, if not the best chance of housing this new family attraction of some kind. Now, you look at this building and obviously you think a coaster cannot fit inside of it. Well, what if it's an SBF spinner? Dueling, mind you. Dueling SBF spinners. Okay. Just kidding. But seriously, what if they would have Mack Rides build them an awesome Wild Mouse coaster that travels in and out of this building? We've seen this done overseas in Europe and other parks before, and we've seen indoor dark rides or indoor Wild Mouse coasters at like Hershey Park, Six Flags Great America, Six Flags Great Adventure. Who's to say they can't do that? This building could be used. This building stands rather high as well, so you're talking a coaster could be anywhere from 60 to 70 feet tall. I think that's the best for this building. That would be the best use of this building if they could do that. Again, it would add yet another coaster to Kings Island and a family ride to Kings Island as well. But what I really kind of think is a cool idea, I would much rather have a coaster, but if it is a flat ride of some kind and a non-screen based ride, or even a non-dark ride, check out this really cool ride. I was looking through Zamperla's portfolio, and this ride looks really, really wild. It's called the Zarantula, and this thing spins like pretty crazy, and the seats kind of rotate from side to side. You get views of the riders that are on your same little arm, but then you can actually, the seats rotate outwards. Now, this would most likely fit inside the main showroom for the Crypt, and they can add some really cool lighting and theming elements around the ride to make this really kind of a cool, unique attraction. Do I think this is what's going to happen? Probably not, but it's a really cool looking ride. I would love to see some of these be added to the Six Flags parks. And whenever you add a flat ride in a box, it just makes it better, whether it's a scrambler or a top spin or something like this. But it could be a motion-based ride. It could be a fly-in theater attraction. I think that, for the guest satisfaction, I think that would be the most unique attraction, especially for like Winterfest, having another ride open for Winterfest, having something that's a motion-based, screen-based ride, whether it's like a flying theater. That's what I'm talking about, really. I think that would be really cool for Kings Island if they were able to pull it off in this building. And financially, there's so many unique things Kings Island could do, whether it's a coaster, flat ride, dark ride. I'm kind of, we don't know much about it, so that's why it's like, which direction do we go? And honestly, I would much rather have a flat ride come in 2026. That way it does not really reset Kings Island's coaster clock, because Orion opened up in 2020. Now it's already going to be 2026. So if they would add yet another family coaster 2 years after they added the one over at Camp Snoopy, we might not get our major coaster until 2029, 2030. But if it is a flat ride or a non-coaster in 2026, Kings Island might be able to get their next major coaster in 2027. So that's what I'm hoping for. Those are my thoughts. And if you're interested in how I rank all the coasters at Kings Island, then you want to check out the video at the bottom of your screen. With that being said, what are your thoughts regarding Kings Island and Project 2026? Is it a family coaster, dark ride, motion-based ride? You let me know in the comments. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, and of course, keep riding coasters.